This episode of Late Night with Ed Money is brought to you in part by Gubba Rum, where it's handcrafted artisanal rum in amazing flavors like vanilla and coconut in a striking hand-painted bottle. You can get this at your local spirit store or order direct from them. You just go to gubbarum.com or 617-964-6299. That's Gubba Rum, America's newest handcrafted rum. And Ziggy's Pub and Restaurant, located in downtown Amherst. And if you're local to them, dial for carryout at 440-985-FOOD. Or go to their website, which is ziggyspubandrestaurant.com. If it's a sporting event that you want to see, don't forget your sunglasses, because they have so many 4K TVs it'll burn your retinas. So go to Ziggy's Pub and Restaurant in downtown Amherst.
We hope you're enjoying your visit here this evening. Now, on with the show.
I'll make it go away. Oh, my bad. You gotta start that over.
Warning, what you're about to hear is an adult show. You'll hear anecdotal stories and humorous situations meant for adults. In essence, kids, don't listen or try this at home. Everything you're about to hear is done by drunk, trained professionals. Now enjoy the show.
Deep within the pit of despair, balls of Christ, dude.
Why, hello, my friends. You're listening to Late Night with Ed Money here on our website, which is edmoneylive.com, where it's real people having real conversations about life. You can reach us on a ton of sites. Just go to the main site. Just download any one of those. Will bring you to it. Tell the cat, the dog, the fish, anything that can just possibly go and click on like, share, subscribe. Thank you for all the things you do. Tell just two people about the show. You're, again, two.
You mess with the bull, you get the horn. Just 2 weeks.
You got 2 weeks to tell somebody, two people. So thank you. Always listen to myself, Ed Money. Me, Ed Money. Right over here is Steve Papp. Chuck,
what's up? Money. That even in my sleep.
I do. I love that. Right over here is Rangus, the Bionic Pamper Prepper.
Hello, everybody.
There's that. He's in his disco again with the little Christmas lights on. He still didn't take his Christmas lights on. Look at him over there.
Fucking on the hillbilly.
He's festive.
And right below me is Gary Underglass / Monk. And he's got his high school photo up there, so you can see if you go to the YouTube channel or the BitChute or the Odyssey. Yeah, he's wearing a suit. It's his doctor's outfit. It's when he got his doctorate. Is that what it is? You didn't shave that day, Gary?
He didn't have to. Look at him.
Job interview.
I've got
on a job interview.
So many odd things have happened recently. One, I got to tell real quick. I wanted to say this. I was I went to get my lottery tickets, and while I was
Ashland?
I was out in the boonies getting my lottery tickets. Yeah. Oh wait, songs. Oh wait. Before I get into it, Elena, and it's Just So You Won't Be Alone. Check that out. That'll be at the end of the.
Did she write that for you?
That hurts, but yes, no, she did not. But so check it out. So thank you.
Will be the new theme song.
I went
week.
out and got my lottery tickets, and while I was out, you ever see? It's not that I'm an impulse shopper. I'm one of those guys,
dude.
You think I am?
Oh God, yeah. You're like, all right, I got to go get this 2x4. Look, I found an air nailer.
No, what it is there's sometimes when you see, and I don't know what it is when I see a
Shiny.
deal. It's not shiny deals, or I'm not food. See, I learned never go shopping when you're hungry.
Oh, I do that.
Do you? That's a first.
Yeah, but I'm like happy later because I'm like, ooh, I did buy donuts.
Yeah, right. You're not supposed
know what I mean?
to. Yeah, they tell you shouldn't, right? You're not supposed
Yeah,
to.
I know you're not supposed to, but I do.
Yeah, do you end up buying
all kinds of shit food that looks really good in the store? Yes. And I love it.
Yes, but then
because usually like later in the evening, you're like, man, I wish I had something sweet. I do, because this fat fuck went to the store hungry.
And a whole tube of Pringles chips is gone.
Yes, but there's the thing, right? Do you ever say you're buying stuff you really didn't need, or say you went in for you have $25, that's all you want to
fuck
spend.
you money, he buys whatever he wants.
Yes, you leave with $100 worth of shit. You know what I mean?
Well, yeah,
I didn't expect it. Well,
that's a Tuesday.
I went in, and now and then I go to this one particular gas station I've talked about before.
Yeah, in Sullivan or wherever.
Right. The guy, the manager there.
Wait a minute, it's $5 a gallon gas, and you're still driving the fuck down there?
I coast a lot. Wait,
cute Amish girl.
They're really, dude, there's some, I'm not going to deny. That's
got to be a hairy bush on an Amish girl.
Oof. You know they're giant.
Oh my God, the fucking froze on.
You know they look like Bob Ross in their pants.
Oh God, can you imagine them in a thong, that fucking hair sticking out around it?
And I shave too. That's what
You love it.
Ed's like, that's my butt they described.
No. Yeah, so they do, and I'm not denying that I go, but if I'm gonna anyway, see, it started out because my mom, just to take her on a ride, I would go, these way out places just to get her out
And leave her and see if she could find her way back.
and then we would go to these places.
Coming home.
So we just started going. So pretty soon I was winning every time I go there.
Ed, I'm home.
Right,
Son of a bitch!
Right. Every time I'd go, that
Ed's not here, man.
Right. I'd win. So I decided to keep going there because I was winning. And I always win when I go to this particular one. And the manager there.
Enough to keep you going back. You know what I mean? Enough to like justify going back? Or is it like, I won $2?
Yeah.
There's a lot of $2 winners. I'm not denying it. Or $4. I just won $8 on the last one. So that was nice.
Ooh.
Didn't get enough gas to get you one way.
Yeah.
Right. So anyway, so I go, and the manager there was laughing because this is what started it. Is I went.
So would I.
I'm like, he's laughing because your mom found her way back, huh?
No, I know. We had her in the parking lot for a while. She wouldn't leave, but no.
I put out a bowl of water for her.
No, so I'll stand in line and I look on over, and he always has this pyramid of new or their older stock shit that they are going to get rid of, or you know what I mean, beer.
Oh, okay.
Final run shit.
Playboys and High Time magazines.
Right. Well,
what's wrong with High Time? One of the best magazines of publication.
Right.
Yeah,
so
1974.
That was the last issue.
But the collectors.
So I was in line, and I even told him, I said, "Hey, man, there was one time I came here, and he had this beer." I said, "You had this really good beer that was sitting in that stack over there." And he goes, "Wait a minute. Wait a minute. What beer?" And I said it was a Yuengling Hershey's. They had a Hershey's beer, Hershey's chocolate beer. Yuengling did. I don't know if you're familiar with Yuengling beer.
Yeah, I think you mentioned that beer, and I was like, I don't know about that one.
Right. So I got that beer. So this guy laughs at me, and I sent him a photo of me drinking the beer recently. And while I was there, and
why do you have his number? What? Why do you have a gas station owner's number?
I don't
Because
know.
the guy keeps calling him to come back and get his mom.
Yeah. The cops gave it to him.
You left her here again, dude.
No. so he says, I don't know how I got his number. I got his number. And I think we played football against him. Anyway, from high school. I wasn't in high school. I was in 7th and 8th grade. College football. I played college football with him. So he that we were talking, and I was there, and I said, "Hey man, you got anything new?" We were talking about the beers, and he's laughing. I got your photo that you sent me of you drinking the last.
Yeah, quit stalking me, perv.
Yingling Hershey beer, which maybe I'll put on the screen right here. It's this crazy photo of me going, and drinking this beer. So he goes, "We got these new Milky Way bars in. All right, not that they're part of the show or anything. They're these Mondo Milky. There's 2 of them in a package, like 2.
Oh, the way they do the Snickers now, the king size Snickers. That's like
haven't had
probably
that
the size
yet.
of an old one.
Yeah. Yeah.
What do you mean an old one? Like the old used to be?
Yeah.
Yes.
No, this is, dude. Here, I'll take this last one out. The I won't eat it, but because this is the thing. Look at. So I thought, well, no big deal. And it's a 2-pack for one person. Look at this bar.
Oh, those are the ones you used to give out on Halloween. The fun size.
The fun size, right. So I got, he says, "Hey, excuse me, we've got these Milky Ways that came in, and they had Kit Kats and like dumb flavored Kit Kats, like Easter Bunny flavor, some kind of just like weird off the wall dumb flavor, cotton candy flavored, whatever." So I said,
"But do they have Neckos?"
No, they don't.
Necco
Those
wafers.
so horrible. So we got these.
Them.
He got these Milky Ways, and I just wanted to do this as a side note. I got one, and I decided to try, and it's 2. So I thought, well, I could eat 2 of the. It ends up being that as big as the one I just showed you. So I started eating it, and it's like it didn't disappear. Have you ever had something so big you didn't realize that as you're eating, it's like it doesn't go anywhere?
No.
I started eating it, and I think I got over sick eating too much chocolate. Like, have you ever gotten it where you got like an upset stomach? Like, dude, it was that big. It seemed like it was.
Dude, that ain't nothing.
I'm thinking the same
How
thing. That
much
ain't
do you
shit.
eat? How much? I don't eat a lot of sweets. I really don't eat a lot.
I have a
sweets.
sweet tooth, so I could probably eat like 4 of those.
You gotta be kidding me.
No.
I got me a sharing-sized bag of M&Ms right here. Guess who I share them with?
Himself.
No,
which is the way it
nobody.
should be. That's right.
How do you guys eat that
I
much
shook it, and
sweet
it's all
stuff?
over the floor.
Because
I
we're
don't-
real
Back in a
men.
minute. I got to go pick up my M&Ms.
No, I don't.
Go ahead, Gary.
I just wanted briefly wanted to say that because I
So
didn't,
are you shitting your brains out?
it's not that it made me shit, but I ate. Normally, see, here's the thing. I'm weird where if I need something sweet, I'll eat one little like candy bar. I buy those minis. I usually buy the mini bag of minis. You know what I
Those
mean?
piss me off. You got to eat like 20 of those.
No, really? You eat
Yeah.
that? I can have maybe 3, and then I'm done. I'm done.
Chucky, remember we talked about those Reese's that day? You get that 5-pack for $1. You open it up. It's
Eat all
size of a
5.
fucking quarter.
Who eats it? I mean, you shouldn't. That's not good for you. You're lying surprised you're not.
Look at me. I'm a
diabetic.
picture of health.
It looked like Wilfred Brimley, Ed.
Yeah.
Diabetes.
Oh no! I wanted to, so I did that, and I ate. I couldn't eat any. This is the first time I only ate half of a chocolate bar, and I just thought, dude, is it me?
Yes.
Really? I mean,
We're all saying yes, Ed. There's 4 people here, and 3 of them are saying yes.
yeah, he just
I'm on the floor picking up M&Ms, but I'm saying yes.
Gary's snorting M&Ms at his house.
That's 3 S's.
Pick them up before the dog comes down here. And
Oh yeah, you can't do that. You can't do that. And I briefly wanted to talk briefly. I went out. I don't know what it was. We went out on like a date today.
You went on a date with someone?
I went on a date with
What's
someone.
his name?
Okay. All right.
Yeah, I did. I went out.
Rangus, you're still trying that one.
right, right. And we went out, and it was we had like a lunch thing just so I can get to
How old is this girl?
that.
Is she blind?
No,
Did she
she's
tie her own shoes?
she's gonna
Okay.
she's going to be 30.
Okay, what's wrong with
All
that?
right,
Why'd you even
you're
pause?
kind of pushing it, but okay.
Well,
Pushing it too young?
yeah, well, I had a
Because he's
conversation.
probably her mom and dad's age.
Gary's wife and I had a conversation where she feels the youngest should be 35 and the oldest should be 50. That of the people I date. She had this conversation, which I didn't talk about on the last show.
That's all younger than you.
Yes, I know. I agree with that. But she thinks it's older than what I just went out with. You know, this girl.
Right. Like I said, you probably know her mom and dad.
that's
You probably went to school with them.
that's
You probably did her mom.
They were
I
probably
could-
freshmen when you were a senior.
no, but
I don't
this
think age
Isn't that
matters. If
just
you're
such a
happy, you're happy.
Fucking horrible goddamn element in our life right now.
right. Yeah, no, but this was the odd thing I wanted to ask you guys about. We went out, had a good time.
Okay.
We ended up not eating where I originally planned, so that's fine.
Okay.
But
Oh,
we
so it
ended
actually cost a couple dollars.
right, yeah.
He didn't have a
Could-
coupon for the other place.
50% off coupon.
But at the end,
Did you let her supersize her meal?
No, I told her to get what she
but
wanted.
he did carry the tray.
No. So this is what I was going to ask you guys. That the date ended this weird way.
So the date went well. I mean, good conversation.
Yeah.
Did you meet her somewhere or did you pick her up?
I met her. I on a first couple dates to make them feel comfortable that I'm not
Yeah.
a stalker or anything. I usually say, "Hey, look." That way, if you don't like me, you want to bounce or
I'm a
bail.
cheap fucker and don't want to pay for gas to come
No,
get you.
no.
So did you pay for her meal?
Oh yeah, I did that. I thought about asking her to go Dutch, but I didn't.
Can you get the tip?
Just the tip.
Can you give me money for gas?
Wait, Nate, with that-
tipping at Arby's.
I just sunk $900 into my car. Can you give me money for
what
gas?
do you mean no tipping at Arby's? No. That's what Gary just said. No, would that be okay? Would that be on a first date a faux pas?
Yes.
Oh, I'm just asking. That
Yeah.
would.
I
in
would
my
say
eyes.
no. I'm going to say no on that one. I'm going to say if you pick up the tab, if she'd say, "Oh well, let me get the tip," not
If
for
she
you.
said
not
that.
exactly.
Right,
not
right,
for
if she
you to
offers.
suggest it.
If she did not, and I suggested it, is that a
No,
faux pas?
that's not right.
Oh,
Okay.
Yeah, that means you're a dick.
Yeah.
Yes, I did it.
Yeah, on the dick
If you
scale,
tell
you're an
her to
11
get-
out of
If you
10.
tell her to get the tip,
I didn't. No, I'm not
Okay,
saying
okay.
I
no,
did.
but you're saying, but if you did, is that what you just
Ring it and ring. No, they said if she offers, she says, "Hey, let me get the
that's
tip."
okay, but you still say no.
Oh, the fucking bitches. Let them pay their way once in a while.
Not the first time, dude. The second time you
If I'm not getting stink finger, then she's paying a tip.
Whoa! So-
And there it is.
This is Ed. Ed needs some latitude in this situation.
No,
Right.
I think society has changed. If she says, "Let me get the tip," you say,
No.
"Thank you very much. I'll get some ice cream after."
Okay, well,
Yeah, there you
we
go.
could.
Now you're working it into the next corner. That's a good
Okay,
thing right there.
that I can
You're
roll with that.
shiesty there, Angus.
I can I could go with that, but this is where I was going to ask you where things went awry.
Oh, they
I
went awry.
probably
So
need a
why am I not
restraining
surprised
order.
about this?
So
Why am
this
I
went
just like,
awry.
oh, here it comes?
Is this went awry
Wait.
when it came to the tab?
No, nothing came.
So
to
you
that.
picked up the tab, you got the tip.
Yes,
You're
yes,
rolling.
yes.
Were you
Were you
still
going
in the
your separate
restaurant?
ways, or were you going to do something else?
No, well, this is okay. Wait, stop. The date ended. We were sitting there. We were having good conversation, and then I said, "Okay, hey, look." I told her she knows my scenario. I'll let her know the whole scenario. Let her know the whole thing.
Listen, I got to poop real bad, so I'm going to go.
Did you
I'll
ask
be
her to
right
come to the
back.
pit of despair?
No, not on a first kind of no.
Jesus,
The
that's
bit
like
of the-
6 no's.
No, it started out where we have a good conversation. I was telling her my whole scenario. She was cool with it. She gets it. She told me this insane story of when she was young. She was dating like a 35-year-old guy when she was like 10. So, it's just insane, crazy story.
That's what she's doing now. Spread.
No, the same crazy story. But anyway, she wasn't. I made that up, audience. I made that up. So,
okay. I was like, that's a weird story.
No, you missed that, Chuck.
Yeah, I caught it. I'm still like, that's a weird story.
No, she told me this whole thing, and we're, great. I understood her scenario. She understood mine, because her parents got a divorce when she was younger, so she had to like grow up quick. You know how that is. The teen years, so she had to grow up quick. So she understood. So I said, well, hey, what I want to do is I want to order something to go, so I can bring it home for my mom, so she has something to eat. That kind of.
Oh, it is Thursday. You make it last all week.
Oh, wait a minute. So I got to ask, where were you eating at if you're going to take it to go from?
It was just a sports bar. The sports bar.
Okay.
Yeah,
okay.
A sports bar. Yeah. So we did, but as I have pointed out, I have to always watch. I ate before I went out.
You have to plan your meals because even though there's three of us here that don't have gallbladders, and it affects you like really bad.
It does. Anything fatty, for whatever reason, it hits me like a freight train. I'm really shocked that you guys can eat wings and stuff.
I can eat wings and all that. You know what I can't eat?
Shocking.
Fucking buttercream frosting. I have a sweet tooth.
There you go. Right.
I have a sweet tooth that is like out of this world.
donut.
And of course, one of my favorite things, I'm like, I'll wait till I get home.
And eat the whole tub.
A glazy donut in the morning.
Yeah, like the cream-filled donuts or anything like that.
Day.
I might as well just sit at home for an hour.
Does it using that as an example then to connect the dots for you and Gary, from evidently he's having the same problem. When you eat it, does it hit you like?
No, I don't have any problems. I'm just talking,
you don't?
randomly.
Oh, so food.
No, if I like say eat a donut, I got plenty of time. But when it hits, it's like I think I gotta. Yeah. Oh, I gotta go. You know what I mean?
Yes.
Yeah.
Like normally you're like, oh, man, I'm gonna have to.
You're normally a 20-minute guy. You got 20-minute window, give or take, right, Chuck?
Me?
Yeah.
Oh, it's longer than that. But it's all or nothing after that. You know what I mean?
That little bit of pressure pushes into.
Like normal food, I'm like, oh, I'm gonna have to shit here pretty soon, and I could go for however long. However, I eat something sweet, and it's like, go.
Yeah, that shit house you really hate over there.
Does
You're gonna love it in about a minute.
So when it affects you, it affects you now.
Yeah.
You're okay. Yeah, right. So I
but it's only, like I said, certain things. I could like sit down, eat a plate of wings, nothing. I could eat whatever.
So
but
shocking, dude. You're kidding me.
You breathe air and it's like, oh god, I gotta shit. There it is. Listen, date. I was in here breathing for 20 minutes. I gotta go.
So
luckily they have clean bathrooms. I'll be right back. If you hear screaming and crying, it's not me.
Screaming and crying. Yeah, no, okay. So this is it. So yeah, I have to plan accordingly. And we got what I decided, or I says, you hungry for something? She said, well, I'm hungry, but I'm not sure. And I said, okay, well, how about we get an appetite? You can get
the sampler.
Yeah, the sample, right?
You get like chicken tenders, jalapeno poppers.
Wait a minute, you're
mushrooms.
you're making me feel like this, like this is a cheap thing, but it's not. It's meant to say, well, and I even said, do you want to
spend $11 whole?
No,
hey, big spender.
No, it was. I ended up walking out there with it was like $60. That's including tip.
At Long John Silver's.
We had them add a couple extra hush puppies. Throw a couple extra hush puppies and all those crunchies. Give me a bag of crunchies, would you?
Yeah, no. So this was the thing I said, she says, no, I'm hungry, but I'm not hungry. I said, okay, I'm going to get a beer. You want a drink? She says, yeah. She got a mixed drink. And I said, well, how about this combo
Right, because it has pretty much everything on it.
Like you said, it's just chicken.
Mozzarella sticks,
Mozzarella
chicken
stick.
tenders,
Right.
jalapeno poppers.
Yes, it has all
Yeah,
that. So love this part. She asked the waitress, she goes, can I get a container of hot? What was it? Chuck, you froze. Chuck, you froze. You all right?
I'm here. Can you hear me?
Oh,
I can hear you now.
Okay, am I moving?
Yes. Now
Okay.
you move.
slightly catatonic.
You froze for a second. Uh-oh. Yeah, no, so I go, she asked for a container of hot sauce. So I liked it. I said, okay, that's good. She likes hot. She says, I love hot sauces. And I go, that's great. Because I've got, down in the POD, I've got literally about 10 different hot sauces that I try, and and if I see some out somewhere, Big Lots or whatever, I'll buy some.
The Taco Bell pack of medium, the Taco Bell pack of hot, the Taco Bell pack of
Got all these different
fire.
taco packets. I put them in these big bottles, though.
Okay, that's true, but that's not what I offer. And you're not inaccurate. For the audience, I do save all my Taco Bell sauces and mix them together, but I don't offer it as like.
Oh, it's the custom Ed blend.
That's what it is. The custom Ed blend.
No, but for me, anyways,
3 mediums.
They call it the house blend.
Hots.
the house blend. No,
It's the house blend.
No, so I'm like, well, so I was happy about she ordered hot sauce. So I was like, man, it's kind of awesome. She likes hot sauce. So she gets,
oops, I dropped some in my lap. Ooh.
yeah, no. So it's cool. So she's eating, I said, here, eat as much as you want. So I snacked, the potato skins. I got a bunch of other
That's
things.
right,
So,
the potato skins are on there, too.
yes.
There's a lot on that sampler platter they have there.
Yes, dude. I got the sampler platter. I got a double order of wings and to go. Yes, barbecue for my mom. And then I got me a all-American burger or something like that. A burger on this patty with like 3 different cheeses and fries that I'm going to reheat in the nuker anyway. So I got that. So she said, yeah. I said, let me just get this to go for me, blah, blah, blah. Let's eat our thing and have a drink and talk. We talked, had a great conversation, talking about things. Then, okay, the
handshake.
No,
Was it the awkward hug?
no.
Was it a side hug?
Side hug? What?
Did you think
Or boner?
Like this? Is it like
Yeah.
this? Or is-
He hugged her and he's like, oh, she has a heart on.
It's bigger than mine
Most are.
No. So
for Ed.
we did. Everything was great, but this is where things became. Just want to ask you guys: did I misinterpret something? You
were asking the wrong 3 guys. But don't worry, we'll give you our honest answers.
Listen to the guy who's picking up M&Ms. No, so what happened is we get near the end, get the food. I said, all right, because I want to go. It's the end of we've been here an hour and
that was a great conversation. I was there an hour.
no. Well, no, we ate, we talked, we had a good time. It was an hour, an hour. That's a good date, right? Good first date. I think so.
Are you high?
What? Talk to me.
Dude, I have breakfast
you
dates
did-
that last longer than that.
Yes. An hour for dinner?
No, this wasn't dinner. This is
And
lunch.
that's like
Still, though, that was short. Because by the time you sit down, order, have a drink or 2, and eat, that's usually like an hour, at least an hour and a half.
Maybe it was longer. I don't know.
You
seemed
said
like
an hour. You're just trying to backpedal now.
I don't know. It seemed anyway. So I go, okay. The
Would
food's
you go to
here.
a place that they rent the table by the hour?
He rented a booth.
I kept having to put quarters in the booth.
It was vibrating the whole time.
A light would go around for the next available person to come.
Everybody with a green wristband, your time is up.
Right, and switch. No, it's speed dating. No, so I go, Mama, I want to take this. I'm just going to take this. I said, hopefully you had a good time. Can I see you again? Whatever. She says, oh, well, yeah, okay, yeah, great. Yeah. And I says, yeah.
Can it be like 15 minutes longer next time?
No, this is where it went. I'm wondering awry.
Did she want an afternoon delight and you didn't produce?
No,
go.
no, she didn't say, no, this is where I'm there.
She wanted a nooner and you're like, I'll give you an hour and then I'm leaving.
No, she goes, oh,
It's
well,
now 12,
I can,
15. That
I can-
offer's off the table.
I can walk out with you or something if you're, and I said, well, yeah, unless we both finish our drinks, do you want another drink? You want something like, I can get another drink if that's what she's like, no. I don't need another drink. And I said, okay. So then she says, but I got to go to the restroom. And I'm like, oh, well, I'll wait.
Oh,
and
she's
then
probably taking her diaphragm out. She's like, not going to need this today.
Yeah.
Fucking wasted another one.
Wait a minute.
Thanks,
no.
Ed.
No, this is what she, and no, I don't think she anticipated any sex at lunch.
Why wouldn't you?
Well, he bought me wings. I got to give him something.
He paid the tip too.
He paid the tip. So I was like, well, no, this is where I got this crazy, because I said, okay, well, she says, I just got to use the restroom. I went, oh, well, I can wait if you want, and we can walk out together. And then she says, well, it may take a while. And I went,
You got to rock a dump.
I went, I'm not
She was
sure.
dropping a deuce.
I'm not sure if I'm hearing. Am I hearing right? Does she say she had to?
I'll catch you down the street. I'm going over to.
If you hear any screaming or crying,
Got a turd coming out sideways.
That's what I was
giving
like.
birth to an upside down pear.
Well, I didn't do this and connect the dots, because in the discussion, in our whole date talking, she said she's trying to lose weight and she feels that she's bigger than she is, which is most women, always
Yeah,
feel
was
they're
that called body dysmorphia or something?
Yeah, they all feel that they're big,
Yeah.
And so she says she's on a diet, but she's on, if I'm saying it right, is a keto diet where you eat nothing but
meat. Seriously, it's nothing but meat. And
the one I'm
no
on.
bread, no sugar,
No
something?
carbs.
That's not the
basically.
one I'm on.
What do you mean it's a one you're on? Are you on one,
No,
Gary?
Yeah, but there's meat and there's bread and there's pasta.
That's
And candy.
It's a total different
It's not
diet.
keto, it's meato.
Right. That seems like a different kind of diet that consists
You know,
of
you got to go with what works, Ed.
No,
So did you wait for her?
wait a minute. What does that mean? It's going to take a while.
She's
Yeah,
probably
she
like,
was
I'm going to
ditching
drop a
you.
deuce, yo.
No, so I go.
Woo.
Right, so I go. Oh well, and what is a while? While could be 20 minutes, an hour.
One beer, Ed. You could have waited one beer.
Yeah.
Well, but I had to poop. So,
So you just like rolled out and didn't, no hug, no nothing?
So he
No,
we
he's
didn't.
over- he's
Wait.
over in the next
You didn't want to
room.
squeeze her. Her turd would fly out.
I didn't.
tapping Morse code on the wall.
No, he just went in there and held her hand. Go ahead, it's okay. Let it out. Let it out.
Did you pet her hand?
No, So she says, "Well, I'll walk with you out," and I'm like, "Okay, cool." Yeah, but if you got to go to the restroom,
Shoes are wet.
I don't. Is it? Was it tapping on the back door? I don't.
Someone's knocking on my door.
I don't
Somebody's
know.
ringing my bell.
So we went out. I've got my bag in tow. I even offered her leftovers. I go, if you want the leftovers, you can take them. And she says, no. Why? What's so funny?
Value.
So she goes, no, it won't fit in my diet with this. That's when I think what it did is because she's been eating nothing but a high protein diet of just raw meat or whatever that diet consists of.
Yeah.
And I threw,
Yeah, adverse
Deep
effects on the old
fried,
colon.
Greasy goodness.
Hell yeah.
Caused her colon to spasm.
It was more than spasming, I'm sure.
So she it probably.
So you got a hug? Did you get a kiss?
Oh yeah, no, we didn't kiss. I didn't kiss, but she definitely hugged me and said, you know, I.
Did she press her dick into yours?
They were docking.
Exactly.
No, she definitely said, yeah, I want to see you again. Can we go out again? And I'm like, yeah, you know, I had a good time.
Okay.
And, you know, maybe we can, you know, hook up for a dinner. Or I said, there's other places I haven't tried.
Like my bed. What?
Chalet a day.
I buy those Hungry Man TV dinner trays.
Dinner's
Salisbury
coming right
steak.
up as soon as you hear that buzzer on the microwave. We're golden.
But you got to wait 2 minutes.
Then I got to steer it and put it back in for another minute and a half.
That is the absolute worst with those mac and cheeses.
I'm a hell of
telling
a
you.
chef.
That's right. I know how to add pepper. You know, so so yes. No, oh wait, I was going to ask you guys this too. Wait, anyway, end the date, bring back the food. I'm making food.
Well, wait, hold on. So
End the date.
The date ended. She said she wants to see you again. All as
Yes, yeah, we
Okay.
hugged. We get.
Have you texted back and forth since then?
No, there was no, not.
no.
Yeah, I was going to
She
tonight.
ghosted you.
What?
She's actually had a date with another dude for dinner.
She is.
That it wouldn't shock me. That wouldn't shock me. But you know, she was nice enough. I think
You
she's-
haven't texted her and she hasn't texted you since the date.
No,
Oh,
no, I didn't think that's a faux pas. Isn't that a faux pas? You don't do that. I thought that guys aren't supposed to do that right
I
after.
would have
oh,
thought
my
you would have
God,
said,
yeah.
like a day later, hey, just checking in to make sure you made it home okay.
Just
Or
touching base, you know, everything cool.
It happened.
What was
just
the date today?
Today,
Oh.
just this afternoon. It just happened this afternoon.
oh, the date was today?
Yes, that's what I'm just
Oh.
saying. That's why it wasn't. No, I haven't talked to her, so she could still be ghosting me.
She could still be at the restaurant taking a shit.
She could be having dinner with 9 other guys.
She's stroked out in the stall and nobody's found her yet.
heroin? No, fried food.
Yeah. She was tapping cot and passed out.
Dude, wait a minute.
She literally shit her brains out. Poor girl.
Someone
They're
told me
right there.
because recently, it's funny you said that, Rangus. That no, this is this is. I was talking to Franken Doctor, the Chucky and I know the Franken Doctor, and I'm because she and I were becoming
Chummy.
Good call. Thank you.
Thank you.
Chummy. Thank
I
good.
just threw that out there to be an a-hole.
No, why is that? Why is that an ale? It's
I don't
very
know.
good. Chummy's good. No, it's good. Yeah, Chummy. My doctor. I'm becoming chummy with my doctor, because she's going
One
through.
that puts his balls on your forehead?
No, that's my dentist. That's
Oh, sorry.
different. You know, we have to when we're
Doctor
back
put
at
them somewhere else.
when we come back to the POD, we have to regurgitate because I told someone hit me up and said, "You guys have mentioned this before. What is this story?" So I'm going to have to regurgitate the dentist story all
We can
over
do
again
that.
with sound effects. And now that we have sound effects, the video,
We'll be
the
back
whole
at the POD in a week.
the POD. Yeah, well, I'm hoping within a week. I got these new
Oh.
cables. Well, maybe if not. Well, my goal was end of the month. My goal was end of the month.
Well, I hate to tell you, the next 2 weeks I leave for vacation on Friday.
Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it, man.
It's all good, man.
It's all going to be experiment because my
Thank
goal was end of the month, so to try and get this thing up and running. So anyway, the doctor told me because I asked her when I saw her, she's going through similar things because her parents are getting older,
Yeah.
stuff like that. But I went to the restroom. It's happened to me recently, and she said probably the angle that I'm leaning when I go to the restroom.
Did you have a anal prolapse?
What?
Do a pink sock?
No. No.
Did you rip your butthole?
No, my leg would fall asleep. And the worry is my
That's diabetes.
no.
Yeah, but how long are you sitting on the toilet? I mean,
sphincter
honestly, you can
fell
sit on the toilet for 20 minutes and your leg's going to fall asleep.
Right. See, I never push when I'm on there.
Did
I
you
let
have a tail when you stood up?
a tail. No, I get what you're saying. No.
Wait a minute. What do you mean you don't push?
I don't strain, that's bad for you.
Well, you got that big gaping anus. So how could you? Should just It looks like a volcano erupting. Shit just rolls down.
Like a hot dog down a hallway.
Tic Tac in a whale's mouth.
Yeah.
No, so that because my dad had circulatory problems in his femoral artery on his thighs or whatever.
You think you caught it?
Well, no, she just said, hey, watch going to the restroom because it's one leg. It's not like both legs fall asleep. One leg, and it could be because I lean. I'm just I don't.
When you're taking selfies on the shitter, you're like posing.
Do you lean on the sink?
No, so she said, be careful because if that happens, there have been people that sometimes will strain too hard on it and have literally stroked out.
Isn't that what happened to Elvis?
It's stroked out of the toilet. Like they go, from straining too hard. My dad has fallen off the toilet when he was alive. My dad, I would have to go in.
Falling asleep or straining?
I don't know. We think my dad would, because all the medications would make him constipated. And then
so he'd push and strain and get lightheaded. And that's why they need to invent tumbling mats that go around the toilet.
Or just like you're in a padded cell and it just
or a stripper pole to hang on to.
You're just rebounding off of it.
Holding!
Or a toilet seat with armrests.
And foot pegs.
Well, oh God, I got a story. Yes, let's get to this. Wait, no, let me talk. Chuck had a thing before I get to my Gary thing. That you said freezer food. You said go to freezer food.
So today was like, I'm going to grill everything in my freezer that I'm like, where'd this come from? So I go through my freezer.
Literally everything. Like you'd go through.
No, I did a bunch of stuff though. I did chicken. I did spicy Italian sausages, regular Italian sausages.
Is this your garage
I did
freezer?
Honestly, these weren't in my freezer. These were like, I just bought them, but vegetables like green peppers, red peppers, onions, mushrooms. I did all those. But some of the stuff was June 2021.
Nothing wrong with that.
It looked different than the stuff I got last week.
You're talking vegetables or meat?
No, meat.
Was it white? Did it come out
no,
white?
But I did grill it up. And it tasted fine. But that was like the oldest thing I've ever grilled in my life, and I was nervous because I'm like,
no, you could do that.
Here's the thing. I did I cut up a bunch of all those vegetables I told you about with the mushrooms, onions, all that.
Yes.
Brushed them in olive oil and put salt, pepper, garlic powder on them. I threw them on the smoker with everything. I was overzealous when I was eating the vegetables. My body is not used to vegetables. That many.
That's rough.
With olive oil. With olive oil.
Well, you brush them in the olive oil, and that makes everything stick to them. But and they turn out really good.
Yeah,
you're smoking them. But if you see me run, there's a reason. That's all I'm gonna say. It's gonna be like a salad shooter.
It's not gonna be going. Hey, by the way, boop, 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 gotta go.
I ain't even gonna get that out. It's gonna be like and go.
What'd be funny is if you got up to turn around and sprayed the camera.
I'm wearing shorts. I'm not commando here. But yeah, man, I pulled it out. I thought Ed because I'm like, God damn it, 2021 June. That's a year.
But
Well,
it's
that's
okay.
young for Ed. That's too
Yeah, it's
young.
Good.
Well, wait. So I'm talking to my dad. I'm like, yeah, I was kind of iffy grilling it. He's like, I just grilled something that was in my freezer since 2019. He goes, he said it didn't taste good.
Oh.
Here's Ed pointing at the screen. Told you. My dad's like, yeah, no, not so much.
There's stuff back there behind Ed that's been sitting on the counter since 2019.
Yeah, right. Yes.
But yeah, I did, I found chicken in there. I found 2 different kinds of sausages. I did all
They're
those.
pure white.
No,
That's
they
what I
weren't.
mean.
They were this weird color, but I did them.
Because I thought once you put it in the freezer, if you don't take it out, as long as maintain it in the same thing the whole time.
Nah,
in
it's
theory,
sucking moisture out of it.
Yeah, it does.
Day
Because
by
I've
day
had
by
stuff
day.
in there that tasted like the freezer.
see, I understand. That I understand. Do you get
Rangus, you looking it up?
What, freezer burn?
Yeah.
So I'm trying to find something here on it.
See,
He's on Pornhub. You mean freezer
No.
burn? No.
It's a whole
Whoopsie.
different freezer burn on that website.
Exactly.
That is, yes. No, see, I've had meat that we took out, but it's weird because it's a chest freezer. Always the stuff that when we had a chest freezer versus an upright always seemed to taste different. I don't know why. It's maybe psychological or
I don't know.
the age or the soup. Back when we had the chest freezer, everything was wrapped in super
Eddie.
thin plastic. Yeah.
Chucky. So,
Yes.
contrary to what some people believe, freezer burned meat is safe to eat because of the freezing process.
But it tastes like asshole.
Hold
It
on.
tastes
However,
like shit.
that doesn't mean it's going to taste good.
Boom.
Right.
Yeah.
Boom.
But it won't kill you. It's good.
No,
It's-
but I'm not going to eat it.
Exactly.
It says here, Chucky,
Oh, look, a white hamburger.
brine it. It says you should brine freezer burnt meat should be brined to bring it back.
Wait a minute. What
kind of alchemy is that?
Shitty meat.
I brought the meat back. It's alive. I soaked it in salt water.
You've
Two
got a
lightning bolts and some salt water.
And my potato can run a clock. Remember that science
He's got
experiment?
He's got these kites flying outside with long
During a
lines.
storm.
He's got a Jacob's ladder in the face.
Yeah, this is going to be one hell of a hamburger.
Burning for extra
Basically, it says
electricity.
that freezer burnt meat is fine to eat as long as it's been frozen the whole time. It just will not. It will not taste good because of
I
the
was
freezer.
No, because it
vindicated.
tastes like ass.
There you
I'm not
Ass.
denying it. I'm not saying it tastes great. I'm saying that I thought.
But you still eat it. But now you know you can brine it. I wonder how long you have to brine it.
Yes, but wait a minute. What is brining exactly? What do you
When you
mean?
soak
4 to 6
something in-
hours.
Yes, it's basically salt water in lame. Like the easiest way to explain it. You soak
Pickle
something in like a
juice,
salt water.
Salt water.
Wait a minute. Now, if you put it in olive
Like I
oil,
brine turkeys before I smoke them,
Yep,
or I'll
brine
brine
'em.
chicken wings.
is olive oil? You put it in olive oil. Is that brining? or
No.
Does that salt water add you boob?
There's salt in
Gonna
Thousand
put it in
Islands.
gasoline?
There's
Is that
no
brining?
salt coming from the olives.
Yes, there's salt coming from
I
the.
put
No,
it
there's
No.
no
Hard.
salt
No.
coming from the olives, Ed.
What do you mean no salt? I've had salty olives before.
That's what she said.
That's right. Now wait a minute. So a brine solution basically is just a saltwater solution. Is that what you're saying?
I mean, there's more to it, but yeah,
No.
basically.
Yeah, but who's going to soak like a white hamburger in what?
In desperate times, man. We're
It'll
going
just-
into a recession. We might all be soaking white hamburgers. Shit.
You guys are going to come over to my house to skim my
For
yogurt?
cooking tips. Ed's gonna put out his Depression era cookbook.
Hey, Ed, how you been doing this for the last couple of years?
The Ed Money Depression era cookbook.
I love it. That's a good.
Today's lesson is my shoe.
First, you have to brine it in olive oil.
Dude, wait. Okay, you know it's weird word association.
But
You
don't
just said
use
this.
pepper because pepper is too expensive.
Right, right. No, we had a lengthy conversation, my mom and I did yesterday because
About
I
anal?
made.
Eating shoes.
Maybe you're right on both. No, that I made a dish that she wanted for whatever reason she had a hankering for, and it's poor man.
Hankering?
Yeah, hankering. It was poor man food that I made cabbage and noodles. I just dig me some cabbage, which is
I don't like
mean,
cabbage and noodles. I never did.
Oh, I love cabbage and noodles.
Yeah.
Are you?
I
Isn't that what they had on like Willy Wonka?
No, they
dude,
didn't.
I'll eat shit on a
around in
shingle
that
all day
bed.
long because that's
Shit on a
another
That
like
bowl
Depression
of
era type thing.
cabbage juice.
Yes, that is. You
But,
know, and, now,
and I'll
when
eat
you-
a lot of soups.
Really? See, I don't like liquidy soup. I know soup is
Soup
liquid.
is liquid.
I know you're gonna say
Olive oil.
He likes the creamy ones.
You like a chowder?
The thick,
Like a
and
potato soup, maybe?
The
I-
thick,
soup.
I
sticky,
can't
creamy ones.
stand Any like pea soup, ham soup, potato
I don't
soup?
like pea or ham soup, but I like beef vegetable soup, chicken noodle
Yes.
soup, potato soup.
Potato soup. That makes
Dude,
no
I
goddamn
had
sense.
burnt tips in potato soup once, and it was probably the best soup I've ever eaten in my life.
That's the dumbest thing you ever say. You're basically you're eating watered down mashed potatoes. That's what you're
I love me
eating.
some mashed potatoes. So fuck it. You've never had bacon in your potato soup?
I was gonna
No.
say bacon in it. Hell yeah!
I've never had that.
What kind of? You are eating watered down mashed potatoes, you chode. Mom, I'm making you some potato soup. Where's that instant mashed potato mix?
Any potato soup that I've ever had was like just chunks of potato in cream of potato. You know, that's what.
No, I've had it with burnt tips. I've had it with bacon.
No, I've never.
Yeah.
I wish. Maybe that would have changed my mind. It's like, you know, growing up, we did what we had. You know, we so
Yeah, but
But
Eat your own skin.
I'd go outside and get a sunburn so we could eat you next week.
Those are considered cracklins. Is that what
That's where Long John Silver's got it from.
Yeah, that's right.
Is that a pork rind? Nah, that's my son Eddie's shoulder blade.
No, but I made cabbage noodles, and I love me some cabbage noodles. I threw garlic in there, onion flakes,
Not a
all
fan.
the. Really?
Yeah, that's one thing I just never liked.
Did you? I had it
I'll
with,
eat it, but I'm like, it's not going to be the first thing I go to.
with sausage in it. Like, have you ever had sausage? and
I'll eat the
noodles?
shit out of the sausage.
Now, do you do you use the one that looks like a boomerang, or actually the little
One that looks like a boomerang. What are you talking about?
It's a long sausage you buy, Eckrich or something. It's just like one long sausage.
I go to the butcher and I get they're links about 8 inches long, maybe.
Oh, is that what you really? That's what you get it.
Yeah.
We would get it at just go to like.
Yeah, you get that shit in the shrink wrap package from the grocery
Yes,
store.
yes.
And it looks like those things you light on fire to keep the mosquitoes off your patio. You remember Pick or whatever it was called?
The Wick ones. No, they were the,
Yeah.
the Vicks Wicks or whatever they call it. Yeah,
Whatever they were, yeah.
Yeah, no, these are. Yeah, it looked like the top of the stove.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yes. Yeah, no, but I usually put I didn't do sausage this time. I just made the cabbage and noodles, which I love, dude. And my brother said he uses like 3 sticks of butter. That's so much butter. He just cooks it in. It
It
just
tastes good.
Oh, yeah, with all the garlic and everything in there. So, yeah, I was going to ask you guys on cooking, and there's a lot of depression stuff like we did when I would go over to Farmer Ron's, who said he wants his shirt back for me.
I saw that.
It's a
saw
comment
that.
he made on the one posting of the show. But that his dad, he called it farmer's breakfast. Like when I would spend the night at, which was the scariest goddamn thing any. We're gonna have to get him on here, do a whole story about spending the night at Farmer Ron's. Insane. For the audience out there, he's a farmer literally 5 houses down from me. He's on 13 acres.
A lot of land. They had like a lot of land.
13 acres, like 13 acres. And Bobby, his older brother, didn't move away. He moved to the front lawn. That's all he did. He's got
Yeah, built a house in the front lawn, yeah.
He lives.
Well, I'm moving out. Here I am.
Drag the camper up front.
No, so his dad used to make this where he would empty out the kitchen sink, everything out of the fridge, you name it, would throw it in like a cast iron thing and just load it with baked beans. And so everything would fry, bacon, whole 9 yards with baked beans. And then you'd eat that with he would make these insane canned Hungarian hot banana peppers.
I love those.
And we'd put it on butter bread.
Yeah.
And eat that with this goulash of just stuff. And it was just insane. Poor man's food, but it was fantastic. So I love the poor man's food. Yeah, I was going to ask you guys about cooking and cabbage and noodles. I'm surprised that you don't like cabbage and what's a poor
that's
man's
one thing. It's not that I despise it. It's like it's the last thing I'm going to go for.
What do you
if
make
there's
your shit on a shingle out of? Do you make it out of roast beef?
toast and roast beef, yeah.
With what kind of gravy?
Or chip beef. That's what it is, chip beef.
Chip beef.
Yeah, it's chip beef.
What do you make your own gravy? Do you buy like the sausage gravy, Bob Evans sausage gravy, and just toss it in there?
It's fucking flour and milk. It's not real hard, Ed.
Is that what you make your gravy out of? Just flour and milk?
That's like the base of it, yeah. I mean, there's more to it, but that's the base of any white gravy like that.
Do you put a bouillon cube in there or something to give it flavor, or is it just
Like I said, it's just the base. There's more shit that goes in.
Why don't you put some like
Rangus, are you awake?
put some,
Yeah, I'm just looking at something about broths and brines.
Put some.
Got me
just
thinking.
Did you
put
say
some-
broads?
just
Broths and brines.
but just put some cough medicine in there, why don't you?
Yeah, I'm gonna
Just-
put some of that grape flavored Robitussin. Got a little tickle in my
First of
throat.
all, Chucky, I have to interject here. First of all, you're talking about making something, and Ed's not going to fucking mix flour and anything else
I'm
right
not-
off the bat.
it's so
Which
hard.
you're
I'm not
going
gonna
to hear the can go. And that's
Which
gonna be it.
reminds me,
Exactly, yes,
he bought the Campbell's chicken pot pie innards.
It's good.
How was it?
It's fantastic.
Did you put it over the stovetop stuffing?
I did not, but I should have. Now that you just said that, God damn it, it was a good idea. You did say it, and I forgot to do it.
Yeah,
I forgot to do it. It is fantastic. I love the chicken pot by Campbell's Chicken. They make this can of chicken pot pie in a can.
but it was good.
Oh, it's fantastic. It's fantastic. I'm going to tell you, it's fantastic.
All
You can
right.
get a pot pie in the freezer section.
I know. It's the other
Just
one.
saying.
No, I wanted to say, because we're getting close, so I wanted to say,
What, already?
Well, it's 52 minutes already. Yeah.
Oh, shit.
So that's good. That's a sign of a good show. So, no, I got to say this because the audience, I hinted at it last week, and now that he's here, he can defend himself. He's below me.
He's
Gary.
muted.
And no, he's not mute. Is he muted? It's Monk. And he did mute himself. Are you
Yeah, that's what I was
muted?
going to say. He's muted.
Oh, he probably had to go poop.
Oh,
All this poop talk.
Talk about him.
Should I
So he
wait
comes back.
then?
No.
Okay.
Talk
I
about
don't know. Is text him? Pause the show and text him. Call him and see what he's doing.
It's what monkeys do.
There you go. Okay, yeah. I since we're getting close, and he's right below me here, and he can defend himself. That I went over to Gary Under Glass. Monk here. He asked me go to the YouTube channel. Remember to like, share, subscribe. Tell 2 people about the show. And so
What did that have to do with fucking anything?
Gary asks me to come over to his house. I said okay, and I told. I told
Sorry.
the audience how you were revving your truck on the last show. you were revving your truck. Run, 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 run. You were revving your truck. And how Deanna goes, by the way, he's been in the sun all day and he's had a beer in his hand. So she warned me ahead of time, which is fine. You know, it's great. So we're over his house. But this is the thing that. So I'm at Gary's and he's got, it's again a tiki bar that I brought over, which I talked about those cool tiki things I brought for him, the mask things and the candle and everything.
Cool stuff. Yep.
Yeah, it was cool. So, but Gary was obviously in the sun with a beer in his hand all day because he was sitting on his deck. And you got to go to the YouTube channel, audience, or the BitChute or the Odyssey or some coming soon, the Rumble. That he was. Have you ever seen someone? Gary's hair was all amiss, and he's sitting like this with his arm on his head.
You know you're fucked up when your hair is jacked. Because
it's always
you could
jacked,
go
dude.
out and your hair could be perfect. You're 5-6 drinks in, you look in the mirror and it's like fucking got the Detroit lean on your head.
No,
it's
it
like
was-
sideways. You're
It
like,
was all crazy.
No, you got to see how it's getting long. So it's crazy.
Oh, it is long.
all the time.
It is long. It looks
like
good.
Giorgio Sokolov from Ancient Aliens. You ever watch that shit? That
Yes.
crazy fucking guy with the beads. It looks
Yes.
like that
Yes,
all the
it-
time.
It is. It's great. So I go this way. I go to his house, and
you
again,
get the warning.
I get the warning, and then I go to I even asked him, do you want me to bring some beer? He's like, oh no, you don't need to bring no beer. Go to the back fridge. I normally keep a secret stash, audience. I keep a secret
They're not
stash
so secret.
at Gary's of Bush.
They're just pit stops. He's got beers here. He's got beers at Gary's.
He's got cachets of beer.
I do.
They're just pit stops.
I've even asked Chucky, hey, do I need to replenish it? He's like, I still got some here. Okay.
I think you're down to like 2 though. 'cause the last
that-
time you were over.
Next time
Yeah.
I come to Chuck's, I'm going to bring some more there. So I brought a 12-pack to Gary's, and he put it in his back fridge out there. He says, yeah, I just turned it on. Said, all right, fine. We're talking. He's obviously the sunstroked or some sun-kissed or something. We're having a good time out there, and I go, I got to go to the bathroom. And he says, okay, you know where it's at. You know, and I told you about how the dog with the eye comes over.
We ever reported somebody blowing up a toilet?
No, I didn't know. I didn't have to poop. Wait. So I go to his bathroom. This was the first, and I'm going to show a photo of it because I even took a photo. This is where his wife went crazy. She's like, "Oh my God, help me, baby Jesus!" I went into their bathroom, and he redid his whole bathroom, which is nice. He redid it in there, but first I go.
So you took a dump and left it on the seat,
Him an upper decker?
No,
or did you just poop right on that little carpet in front of the toilet?
Smash it in with your foot like the Roomba would do?
like the Roomba would mash it into the carpet. No, first thing is I go in and I even
Roomba's
made a
supposed to stop.
I got a photo of this. I was wearing my nurse shoes. So in the photo, I didn't have it on the screen. I will for the
No wonder
video.
you can't find a date. You wear those damn nurse shoes.
When I edit this, I'll put in the photo.
We're gonna stop this story real quick. Which shoes did you have on today for your date?
I had nice shoes. I got them over there. They're nice. They were nice.
The one with the sole creeping out the back.
Were they tennis shoes or dress shoes?
No, they're dress shoes. They're dress shoes. I
You
wore
were
dress
going
shoes.
to lunch. No wonder she did. No, you go out first.
Penny loafers and shorts.
They weren't quite penny loafers. They were like hush puppies. They were nice.
Oh yeah, that's a keeper. She probably looked down and was like,
54-year-old guys in hush puppies.
No, so
next thing you know, he's gonna have the white New Balance with the blue end on the side, the mall walkers.
no. So I go
So
in.
anyhow, you're in Gary's bathroom.
Right, and he put in the new toilet and everything in there.
Dropping
Is
a
this
deuce.
no? I didn't, not yet. No. So I went in, and I go in, and I look down, and for whatever reason, I don't know if I was because I had a beer in me or something. The toilet
Or 9.
the water seemed. Have you ever gone in and seen real low water?
That
in a
all
toilet?
depends on how you set that valve.
It was, and it looked like the scope, like it went.
You're fucked up.
Yeah, that's all just that valve setting. You can raise the water level in your toilet.
Or it's just an Ed's head.
It's in Ed's head.
When I looked at it, I was like, "What?" The toilet. I peed, finished, zipped up, and it still hadn't hit the bottom. You know. You know. What I mean?
Yeah, but you got a prostate the size of
A walnut.
both of your ass cheeks.
He's
No,
like,
it's-
"Psst," and
No, so I looked down. I'm like, God, the water seems really, really low.
It's because
Should I
Ed's coming over. We got to.
Was your pee clear or yellow?
Well, I was drinking, so it was clear. So I go, well, should I say something to Gary? I don't know. So I
Gary, I put a tube sock in there. Trying to get the water level to come up a little bit. I don't know if it's helping.
He wouldn't waste that.
I got my sweet ass
only got 3
nurse
of them.
shoes on though.
No, so I go, well, that seems odd. And then I realized because, I
That
went
it was his clothes hamper. Wait a minute.
It's a fucking wastebasket. You did it again, Ed. Thank you. Didn't Deanna tell you enough the last 3 times you did that?
No, I did not pee in his wastebasket. So
Again.
I peed,
yeah.
and I look over, and I thought, he's got a step stool next to the toilet.
Squatty potty.
I thought, well, that's odd. That's what
Yeah,
Deanna
it's a squatty
said.
potty.
She said it's a squatty potty, and I thought, Gary's taller than me. He'd look like a cricket,
Hey, whatever helps, man.
This
Does
lady-
Gary use one? Ask Gary. Does he use one?
You have no idea the pleasure those kind of things will bring you.
Dude, the
Because,
squatty potties are the
Ed,
shit.
It's only like $9 at wherever you shop at Walmart.
You could literally take those 500 encyclopedias you have and use like 8 of them,
Stack 'em up. Right.
duct tape them together, boom.
Right. So I was
Ghetto
like,
squatty potty.
so I look over, and I realized after seeing the step stool next to his toilet, I went, well, we're sitting outside, and it's a little warm.
Dude,
So-
cruising my fucking bathroom like it's a shopping mall.
He's like, I'm gonna take that when I leave. Take that. Drink
was.
up, Gary.
Yes.
Maybe he was trying to
It
pick
is.
somebody up in the stall.
I wasn't casing the
Came out
joint.
smelling like air freshener.
And you smell like somebody shit on a peach.
I know. But then I this is the thing. So I was like, well, we're outside and I was wearing my jeans, Gary's in shorts. So you get that little bit of swaz just in case. You know what I
had
mean?
jeans on with your nurse shoes? It was like 90 degrees that weekend. What were you thinking?
No second date.
I wasn't. So I thought, okay, well maybe I'll swaz it.
Grandpa money here. It's gonna get down in the 70s tonight. I better wear my jeans.
So I unbuckle and turn around and I sit down on the on his chasm.
Did your hammer loop on your jeans catch the handle?
You said you didn't dump.
Wait for it. I didn't go to the restroom.
Wait, you sat down to pee at Gary's house?
What are you doing? Gonna whack one?
No.
I always thought you were cute, Brad.
No.
That was a Fast Times at Ridgemount High reference.
We know where it's
Right.
at. You don't have to explain that one.
So when I sat down, all I was going to do was just swaz, take care of the swaz. You know what I'm talking about? The sweaty
Get
ass.
rid of the ass juice.
Ass juice. I sat down and I look on over and there was
The camera's on.
there was a toilet tissue roll with like just a few flecks of toilet tissue sticking off of it. And I was like, oh God, no. So I thought, well, that
Looks like I'm using the rug.
No. So
Did you have to text somebody to bring you some toilet tissue?
no.
What am I gonna do?
They had a roll of toilet tissue there, so I just exchanged the roll. You know what I mean? And just exchange it and put it in there. But I told when I got
he
done.
exchanged it.
When I got done,
He
this is
exchanged it.
no. So when I got done, I went out and I said, "Hey, just letting you know, I exchanged your toilet tissue roll in the bathroom." And Gary, the look on his face first was, I think he thought I pooped in his.
I
gotta
told
plunge
you,
it?
you go poop in the backyard. Money,
Where the dog goes.
but not where he goes next to it.
I want to see you kick the grass up on it.
Hers or his was just the look of like that. Like
No,
he thought
no.
you shouldn't be pooping in my toilet. Hers, she went, oh my God. Like she said she was embarrassed. And Olivia Deanna goes, no, I told the kids never to do that. Gary's like,
No, but really,
God
what was
damn
what
it,
was
they
going
did it
on?
again. What? Go ahead.
We were both texting Monk Jr. and he ran out to the truck and found a cache of 1/2 to 3/4 rolls of toilet paper jammed behind his seat.
I
And
do.
on the floor were a bunch of empties.
Wait, in Ed's
he has
truck?
been doing this to everybody's house.
I'm gonna have to
Since
check mine next time he leaves.
Since he lost his job.
He's a
Stealing
toilet paper
toilet paper?
bandit.
Free toilet paper palace.
No, he's wrong.
He's
wrong.
gonna be using that Palms before you know it.
Scamming everybody.
Hey Chuck, I gotta use your bathroom real quick. Do you got
We've
any more
made-
toilet paper anywhere up here?
You're going to be next.
He might already got
will.
me, and I didn't even realize I was scammed.
He brings the empty one in his pocket.
No, they're like, why
And
does
then
it go
he
to the
throws
bathroom with a
full
backpack?
one out. He throws the full one out the window. And then he runs out and grabs it and shoves it in the back seat of his truck.
I'm like, why is Ed wearing a
We figured
winter
it out.
jacket in July?
Luckily, Monk Jr.
No,
figured it out.
no, and this is the funny part was later on in the evening. Gary sent me a photo.
It happened again. He's like, how did that roll go empty again? It's like, oh my God, Ed, you got us for 2 already.
No, he sent me a photo of
How many
his,
bathrooms does your house have, Ed?
his
or
paper
Gary?
his paper towel. He ran out of paper towels. and
That's
he sent-
weird.
He did. He sent me that photo, which I'll put up on the screen, audience. I'll put it up here so you'll be able to see it. Yes, he did. I didn't do that. I had nothing to do with that.
He probably has paper towels in the basement now too.
I do have rolls. Of
Yeah, they're
paper.
yours, Gary.
Right.
No wonder Rangus's wife didn't let him in the house. He was onto his game. Hey, y'all! Come on down to Ed Bunny's, Uncle Ed Bunny's Toilet Paper Emporium. We've got half rolls, quarter rolls, three-quarter rolls, and full rolls you can buy or trade for other goods. You got a poopy sock? We'll take it and give you a quarter roll because we can rewash that sock and use it again.
Oh, God.
You want to see the poop stand on my truck seat? Come on over. It's only $1.
Down to Petting Zoo.
On Highway 9, right? It's on Highway 9. Oh, dude, you know, I knew it.
Hey!
I knew a guy that went out on a golf course. He actually pooped on the golf course and wiped his ass with his sock.
You got, dude? I'm not a golfer, but if you're not close to anything.
I've heard many, many stories about that on golf courses.
That is horrible. I just can't believe.
Dude, listen to this. I don't know if I've ever told it on the
greasy donuts in the morning.
Yeah. There's a dude I know that worked for the railroad, and he worked at this big switching station that by us, and he used to have to walk the tracks every morning, and he'd be like way the fuck out there walking these tracks, you know, looking for, I don't know what he was looking for, but anyhow, him and another dude were out there, and he's like, dude, I gotta fucking shit, and he wasn't close to anything, and he came upon this like he said it was an old refrigerator box with like a blanket over it.
Wait a minute.
Well, listen. So yeah, he's like, "Fuck, man." So he flips the blanket up, and it was like where a bum lived. So he fucking took a shit in this poor bum's box.
Oh,
could you imagine coming home from a long day of panhandling and somebody rocked a dump in your box? How you have hit rock bottom when there's a big fucking steamy loaf in your fucking box.
Honey, the toilet backed up again.
He goes, I felt bad, but it was the only place to shit. He goes, I was all hunched over there, squatted down, just rocking in this bum's hut.
Yeah, like you said, when you've hit rock bottom, that you're living in a cardboard box and someone shits in it.
Shits in it. That would be the worst. You're like, man, my life sucks. I'm just going to go sleep in my box. Son of a bitch!
You've got schleprock luck that you know what I mean. Somebody somewhere's telling you something.
Yeah, maybe it's time to relocate your box or get a new one.
And what do? Just shake it off like this?
Yeah, time to clean. Better tip my box up on its end.
Do you turn
Maybe
it?
You got to wait for it to dry out so it come out one piece.
Right. I mean, how do you vacuum that thing? You can't. You can't
get one that doesn't have a bottom, and you can just pick the whole thing up and move it over 4 feet.
That's right. Oh God, dude. I don't. You know, it's funny that do people really live in boxes? Because you,
dude,
yeah.
Fuck yeah, they do.
When you go more than 8 miles away from your home, Ed, you're going to find out.
Yeah.
Don't say those words.
A lot of underpasses, and they'll be like,
come
like
to the big city someday.
If you
city?
like,
Chuck,
they'll be.
Let's take him to the big city.
Yeah, but they live in.
They'll make these like what are they called? Lean tubes out of like tarps and shit
lean-to.
on a fence.
Anything. They'll find a big bush and just hang a bunch of shit over the top of the bush and live
crash behind
the
it.
bush.
Yeah.
No, I've seen videos where guys.
So you've never like seen it in person.
We've work right next to it all the time.
No, when I would travel for business, like when I went through Jersey, I went through Chicago, and it's not like I
you drive by and chuck handfuls of pennies at them at 50 miles an hour.
No,
here you go, bum. Get a new box.
Rolls of quarters.
This is my change. I'm not giving it to you.
I wouldn't do that driving at 50 miles an hour.
Take this
here's a dead 9-volt battery.
Here's an old cheeseburger, some French fries under the seat. The pennies are mine.
Oh, and here's a sampler platter for my date today.
But I'm keeping the pennies.
I'm just giving you the styrofoam. You can lick the juice out.
Biatch.
Use it for insulation. And I don't know. mean, I've never.
It'll take that poop stink out of your refrigerator box.
You got a refrigerator box. That's
like a condo.
That's
Freezer burn.
shit, dude.
That's a
Some guys are trying
carve
to
little
figure out how to
windows in
put 3 Amazon boxes together to make one.
He's like doing the. What do they do with the shipping containers?
Fucking Kenmore.
But his appliance boxes.
Right.
Mine's a Maytag. Get the
This-
fuck out.
This
low
isn't a
life
joke.
man.
This isn't a joke that I did. The place that I used to work at many moons ago, I'm trying to think, that this guy.
Burger King?
No. He was in this warehouse, and I was. They had this office. It was this insane warehouse. It was an area called White Motors off of East 72nd Street in Cleveland. And you get off, and it was called the White Motor Complex. And it was just this hellhole of a thing. But at 5 o'clock, they had a guard that literally went around to businesses, banged on the door, and said, "It's 5 o'clock, time to go." Because it was a bad area. That's not a joke. It really
Right.
was. It really was.
So you hung out there looking for dates?
No.
Looking for gummies.
This is what we had to do to keep warm. What I did, and this is hand to God. There was a girl, Maria. She was in the cube, and we didn't even have cubes. We had like a desk with these things. When I first got hired here, I go, "What did I just sign up for?" That we had these walls, these insane
And
walls.
you kept going back.
Well, yeah, I got the job, But anyways, that
Was it was it a good paying job? Was it worth driving out there?
At first, no, and I was looking around, and then all of a sudden,
But then it went up to $8.
Hoo hoo hoo.
no. This. So what happened was I started getting commission on my sales, and that's where I started making
So
the
you
money.
sold refrigerator boxes to hobos?
I started making
That
money.
he shat in.
You with the long stick with the handkerchief tied to the end with all your belongings in it. Come here.
No,
I've
selling
got
boxes.
A deal for you.
no, but this is a handicap. This is how bad it was. They had this it was insanely cold warehouse, and they just jammed the offices in the center in this makeshift walled office area. And the tow motor guy, he did something where his brakes went out, and I was there, and right through the wall that I was there, the tow motor came, and I was like, I was like, thank God, it almost killed me. Oh my God, help me, baby Jesus. Well, he didn't fix the wall, so we were freezing.
That was really drafty.
It was super goddamn. That's not a
4
joke.
holes.
Fork holes in the wall. That's not a joke. So the way that I kept
Why don't you
warm,
duct tape them?
the way that I kept warm,
That costs extra.
the way I kept warm, this is a hand to God, is I took 2 boxes.
You fart on bologna and put it in your armpit?
Sticky
Pretty
tube
warm.
sock off and shoved it in there.
No, I didn't think that. I would take the old shipping things that had the bubble wrap in it.
Yeah.
When samples would be sent to us, and I cut them up in the slices and put it in a box. Would take my shoes off and put it in the box, so my body heat would warm up the bubble wrap, and it would radiate heat back to me. And that's how I kept warm in this facility until I started selling, because I became the sales manager, and we started selling, doing well, that we could move from this.
Buy boots.
No, not buy boots. I mean, we ended up moving into a brand new building, but
Didn't have
it
to
was,
put newspaper
dude,
on
that
my
was,
feet anymore.
They didn't have burn barrels in there.
That cost too much.
Oh, my bad.
burn barrel, dude. It was like, and looking back on hindsight, you're like, what was I thinking, and what was he thinking when he hired?
Shut up and get back to work.
Exactly. Can I have a lump of coal for my heater? Get back to work.
No,
I mean,
the
look at
beatings
you.
will continue until your
Why don't you put a
morale
candle on your desk to
improves.
warm
I
your
mean,
hands?
look
Yeah.
at Chuck. You're in a giant, enormous warehouse. Do you have heaters? Oh, well, no, the arc welders are warming.
Yeah, all the machinery heats it up real well.
It does, but you're
all year long.
but in all honesty, Chuck, in the winter, for guys that aren't near you, you're in a warehouse. What are the ceilings? 40 feet high in there.
They're pretty tall.
Yeah, there's
But
no.
the whole place is heated.
Yeah, but there's like mega heat going on in there.
That's only because of the machinery, right?
The
That's
only
just-
No,
time
there's
they turn it
heat.
off.
There's heat in the other parts, but you got to remember, a lot of times when all those doors are open, it's cold as fuck. You know what I mean? Because there's 100 bay doors, and if they're unloading, 60 trucks, those
What-
doors are open.
one day.
But normally by me, the welders are hot.
Yeah,
and
that's a
put out the
mile
heat.
away from you.
Yeah, but
No, I have
Chuck-
one like 50 feet from me, actually.
Chuck literally is in a building that's 1 million square feet.
I know. I went
it's
by his
huge.
station and I threw a bunch of beer bottle caps and condoms, wrappers.
Yeah. I'm like, I wasn't even here. Why am I getting called to HR?
One day I'm gonna have to take a photo of you in your puffy jacket that you have worn.
That I wear into work? Dude, it's a long. I'm going to take a picture of where I have to park to
Oh, yeah,
where the door
They don't
is.
understand. It's like a half a mile away.
Yes,
It is. It's pretty far.
It's half a
It's
mile.
like a dog sled team just to take you to work.
I'm going to take a picture.
The Parma
And you'll be
plant's
like,
even worse,
oh,
but
that's why he wears the big puffy coat.
Avon's bad. Parma's way bad.
Oh
That's
God damn. Anyways,
twice as far.
we'll get back into the Garys. I know we're
Yeah.
over, and I know Chucky, you gotta. Oh, you're off tomorrow, aren't you?
Oh, I sure am. I got to drive back into Cleveland though, so that's
Yeah, but Gary's not. Gary's got to
sorry,
work.
Gary.
That fucking.
Some of us gotta work.
Listen to him. I know. Audience membership. But listen, Late Night with Ed Money here on our website, which is edmoneylive.com, where it's real people have real conversations about life. Normally listen to myself, Ed Money. He's right over there. Is CPAP Chuck?
Hold it. Oh, wait. There we go. I'm sleep cutting.
Just one.
See ya.
It's just one breath. And right over here is Rangus, the Bionic Pamper Prepper.
Good evening.
And last, he's below me here is Gary under glass / monk. We're going to be leaving you with Elena's, just so you won't be alone, that Chuck thinks it was written for me. But always, thank you for all the things you do. Check out the sites, like, share, subscribe, tell 2 people. Don't be materialistic, because...
Hey, y'all. We're having a special on quarter rolls of toilet paper at Uncle Money's Toilet Paper Emporium.
Backseat of my truck.
That's
I
right.
took all the tubes out, so it's just a roll of paper. But go ahead, you can use it.
Right, just a
Put the empty
tube.
tubes back in somebody else's house.
Oh God, yeah. Don't be materialistic because it gets you nowhere. And always remember that you are somebody. And after that, we are
out of here.
out of here.
Ooh, Lord.
Diamonds, they don't shine so bright when they cast aside. Look what you've done to my worth. 'Cause you've got bad intentions with my emotions. I'm faking affection just so you won't be alone. Bad intentions with my emotions. I'm faking affection just so you won't be alone. Bad intentions with my emotions. I'm faking affection just so you won't be alone. Bad intentions with my emotions. I'm faking affection just so you won't be alone. Maybe I'm just as bad as you, and that's why I can't seem to let go. 'Cause I kinda like it. Or am I losing sight of me? Makes me wonder why we met. How can 2 souls like ours connect, then easily devastate and dismantle everything we made? Bad intentions with my emotions. Faking affection just so you won't be alone. Bad intentions with my emotions. Faking affection just so you won't be alone. Bad intentions.
You've been listening to Late Night with Ed Money, brought to you by 3 Bowls of Crunch Production. Late Night with Ed Money is a copyrighted show, and any unauthorized reproduction for sale is strictly prohibited without written and or verbal consent from Ed Money. Otherwise, we'll find out where you live and beat the shit out of you. Thank you for listening.